this video, I'm going to explain process of reviewing Communication Impact Assessment Report. It is very difficult to see ourselves as others do. In fact, it's not possible because you're not them. There's always a gap between our intent and impact. Now, this makes it hard to learn and improve our effectiveness. This report that you're going to review, it is about seeing yourself from a number of perspectives. This is not about who you are as a person. This is about the impact of your communication that has on others. Let me say this one more time. This is not about who you are as a person. This is about the impact of your communication that has on others. Also, this is about the kind of gap that exists between your intent and your impact. As leaders, it is our responsibility to know this impact and the gap. We can't improve and make changes unless we know where things stand now. It's natural to be defensive and nervous. Remember about how we are wired and how we get hooked. This could be one of those moments for you. You may find things running through your mind like, there must be some mistakes in data. I was having a bad day, bad year, in fact, bad life. Or, who the hell gave me two? It's too good to be true. People went easy on me, like this. So watch the mind start justifying, reacting, and know that this is just your brain on overdrive. Then allow yourself to actually experience the feelings that are underneath. Fear, pain, pride, shame, anger, disappointment, or relief. But make sure to take in the data. This is a good time to remember breathing and not hold your breath. Remember about the tools we went over in the Module 2 and 5 on well-being.
So let's look at the sample report and go over how to review and make sense of it. This is the first page you will see, and this is actually, this report is generated for a fictional character named Avanidosi. The first thing you want to pay attention to on this page is the report is going to show you the score you have given yourself and the average score you have received from your peers, and also the range of the score you have received from your peers. Now, the scoring system, 1 indicates never, and then 10 is always, exhibiting the behavior that the question is connected to. And 5 or 6 means sometimes. And if your peer actually chose the category of not applicable, it means that this peer does not have enough information to respond to that question. Now, when you actually go into the detail of the report, you see each question. And again, the rating system, 1 being never, and then 10 being always. And in this case, well, let's just pick this question. Before I communicate, I think about what other needs to know and how I can communicate in a way that I believe they can best understand. There's one person gave you a score of 4, and there's another person who gave you a score of 8. So it's ranging between 4 to 8, and there are 2 people who gave you score 6, and then 1 person who gave you a score of 7. Now, you yourself gave the score of 8, and then here's the average of the peers, not including your score, just the peers, in this case 6.2. And now you can see the gap between the self-score and the average of the peers. Let's go to the next page. The other information that you see in the report is the communication area where your peer gave you the highest scores. And then you see also a lowest score. So this category gives you a sense of which area of communication your peer considered to be your strength, and your peer considered to be area of development, perhaps. And obviously, you can also see the gap here. So there is also, in this case, you yourself is scoring lower than average. And so there is a different kind of a blind spot right here, in a way that maybe you are not fully seeing your talent or gift in that area. Okay, the next section is communication area where your score is most aligned with your peers. So this top 3 is showing that this is an area that you have a really good self-awareness in your communication behavior, and then also least align with your peers. Now these 3 you really want to pay attention to. This is your clearly it's blind spot, like we all have. Okay, and then the last page is giving you the list of narratives in the area of your strength and then also your area of development. This gives you more context of what the peers is saying and then why they give you a certain score. So this is all the report is. Now I want you to spend enough time to mark them and highlight the area that you want to pay attention to, both your strength area of development and also the gap, impact versus intent. And please bring your reflection to the in-person, to the virtual session. We'll see you then.